Are we live? I said, are we live? Good morning, everybody. Are we live? Are we live into his house? Well, if we live, let's get started.
It's time to hit him.
I don't know how to do it.
You keep trying to sit up, they don't want to listen. It's 2,000, let's get it, baby.
Come on.
After the couple trash, let's get to this.
Hit him. What's up, heavy? Hit him. Go, Derrick.
If you feel me attention, I'm so convinced. I apologize for my way wrong. I want to say something laughable, man. That want you all moving toward the man. So my emotions look my life. I'm a beautiful house of emotion. But when you see the notion, or better yet, get a grip. If I turn pro, the ratings will never slip on the chart. Bullseye, I'm just like a dog. Baby, those two pieces of us who are salivating. And a chain, the fact is the problem. Pushing up the dope. People can do it so don't like son, you know you wanna hear this. You suck a beat is good. Because I don't sample. I'm a prime example. Let me man. Can't run the show. That's my title hit. So then you know. That's why I'm so confident. I like to take my time. I let it on the switch. You almost something out there right there. Yeah, the environment, the man who is high. Hip hop fit. Who have lost their desire to stand tall on that end. Don't bring that game mentality to the microphone. Then it tells them about you right. Who you ever like? You know you can't fight. That's why I'm saving the war for your last right. You can break yo. I'm hitting you with something heavy.
What's something heavy? Why keep open and trying to keep messing around? Why the make the dance? Why sticking foot in the ass? What's something heavy? They keep talking and jump. Rock that trunk. Get up. They got ready.
Also between a rock and a hard place. I'm backed up in the corner. So let me state my case. I'm old school and I'm not ashamed. I can blow my music with the first time. For money to fame. I grew up in Motown, disco, and pop rock. I used to rock to the spot, looking my own box. That was back in the days when you didn't have the rock your board. And they used to play outside or out in the woods. We bet the youth today don't have it that good. I was worried my childhood for all the computer games in the state. It was watching more fun to create. We had arts and crafts. People had flames, and the kids have games. But people get slain, and when you get killed, you act surprised, you know why? That desensitized. But here's other stories about under 32 movies and hip hop music that's playing house to hustle. So always use muscle, and you can't expect them not to use it. Get ready, cause I'm hitting you.
What's something heavy?
What's something heavy? They keep talking and jump. They done perform with the quick now. When they start to dance, when you fight it from, you know there's nothing but strong. What's something heavy? These suckers ain't with it. Come on, Derrick, it's time for you to get them.
Speaking of rich, thinking of Scotty, back up like Scotty, pop a drum, hit it from the back, bring me off the shelf. Use this as an example, so why I can't connect. You gotta rattle off phrases, it's better coming correct. If you don't hit on the corner, so one for me. If you don't get the meaning, then the rhyme is complete, then you, the MC, become obsolete only. I tell the people what they don't comprehend. I don't listen to you about the people, but you gotta rap for who can fuck. Get someone rap short, that's valid enough. Don't think I'll never talk, cause there's not one rap superstar who can come close to the record bill of the people. As Michael Jackson, not Biggie, man, the people too hot. Can put the status back in my brother. I told these men cowboys just one release, because your booty rhymes are transformed to sleep. So you suck, you can't switch up, because your family turn away. So you gotta stay right where you are, inside that funky club and sleazy bar. You're not ready, I'll hit you with something heavy.
What's something heavy? They keep talking and trying. When they make a dance, they're breaking that. Go ahead and pop the trunk, back these suckers away. Like the way I'm sticking to them. These suckers be coming around. They're coming. I'm gonna put you on nothing. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna beat you. And I dance thing you can get trouble coming. I'm back by the power of God. That's God given. Holy Spirit driven.
Holy Spirit driven.
Suckers the right way. But you don't wanna stay. I'm so sick of you. I'm trying to know every day. It's 2000 and I'm coming real. Rough like dirt. The brick in the steel. I'm the microphone. My lyrics are hard. I keep suckers. Johnny B. What all you wanna do is get drunk and hang out like a 7-Eleven. Sorry, I'm still coming to try to save you. And the Holy Spirit. But like I said, you suckers don't wanna hear it. So sit back and watch me. As I hit him. What's some time? I'm tired of talking that trash. You know what's messing with me? I'm going to tell you that. Don't like it. Well, that's good and bad. Cause I'm like a rat. You can't get rid of me. And I keep coming. All I have to say is just keep hitting.
All right, hold on, sir. We got a problem here. Somebody's volume is up. I got a phone so I can see the chat. Volume is up so y'all can hear. No matter how much you playing, stuff always go wrong. No matter how much you playing, always go wrong. Put it on live chat. Alrighty, y'all. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. I let everybody know that we here. They come, they don't know well. We getting started. Broadcasting in 5.1. Come on and hold me tight, but all you wanna do is fuss, cuss, argue and fight. See, y'all ain't right. All I wanna do is hold you tight, but all you wanna do is fuss, cuss, argue and fight. See, I can't help you out with that, but check this out. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow, and welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. You other YouTubers, y'all straight greasy. Your whack beef videos sound cheesy. Please, somebody release me. Take it easy and take it slow, and welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow, and welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. Put that la-la in it. I ain't stressing, I'm here to teach a lesson. I ain't stressing, I'm here to teach a lesson. Ooh. I ain't stressing, I'm here to teach a lesson. Keeping you other YouTubers out there guessing. So take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow, and welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. You other YouTubers, y'all straight greasy. Your whack beef videos sound cheesy. Please, somebody call Jeezy. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow, and welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. Put that la-la in it. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Bring my beat back. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Don't turn off the light. But take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow, and welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. You other YouTubers, y'all straight greasy. Your white beef videos sound cheesy. Please, somebody release me. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow, and welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. Put that la-la in it. hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Don't turn off the light. But take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the Minister Brother Derrick Show. Hey Liz, happy Tuesday. Alright everybody, welcome to the show, welcome to the show. Sorry I didn't come on last night, I fell asleep. But how was your Monday? Was it a manic Monday? Oh. Or did you wish it was still Sunday? Let me drop this animation here. Alrighty, y'all. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. You see our topic? Yes. The Minister Brother Derrick Show, we have topics. Yes, we do. Our topic today is, why can't people in toxic relationships, especially on social media, why they just can't leave each other alone? I'll ask it again. Why is it that people, especially on social media, where you can just turn that phone off, you could just shut that computer down, you could toss that tablet to the side. Why is it that we can't leave each other alone? Why you just gotta type something? Why you just gotta call it in? Somebody talk to me. Anybody want to call in? The number is 443-461-4518. Block your number. Do whatever you feel like doing. But if you got something to say, come say it. Now we here bright and early. You ain't got your coffee on. You get ready to go to work. Put us on your phone in the car. Connected by Bluetooth to your speakers. And let's talk about this. Because some of y'all are saying, well, where'd you get that topic from? I don't know what's going on with the other YouTubers in this sector. But for some reason, they just can't create their own content. They have a content void. They depend on each other for their content. They literally sit and wait for somebody to come on so they can go and critique, screenshot, record parts of it, or just play the whole daggone video on that screen. And then they want to tell you they got great content. Really? But I gotta ask the question. Why they can't leave each other alone? Because I keep asking them to leave me alone. Now, a former family member who was here from the beginning, who did the same thing that Tommy Sotomayor say people do to him. They turn on you. Well, unlike most of Tommy's former flunkies, she actually getting better views than I am right now. Now I can give you a long list of his flunkies that can't touch what he do. He's getting better views than I am right now. Most people will say that's a daggone shame. I've been streaming longer than her. How did she get higher views? She get higher views because she deal in the BS. She deal in that drama. Remember the title of this show, Why We Can't Leave Each Other Alone. But that can go do a 12-hour show and not mention nobody in the sector. Who else can fill 12 hours without talking about anybody in the sector? I can come teach for 12 hours. Whether it be from the Bible, whether it be things in your life, We can come talk for 12 hours. And we can hold people's attention. Even if it's only 5 or 6. We can still hold the people's attention. I know something ain't right. I know we got more. Give me 1 second. Why YouTube always lying? Hit that refresh button. I know we got more than 3 people in here. No, we got 7. Okay. I'm in line. Yeah, you always got to lie. What you lying for? Liz says people love drama. Just because they love drama don't mean you got to give them to them. People love to see you kill yourself. People love to see you get into a fight and get beat up. They run their ass and fight. People will watch you jump off the bridge. Look at that idiot jumping off the bridge. Look at him. Why you always got to give the people what they want? You just can't be yourself. You got to always have that drama. You just can't come be yourself and hold people's attention. You don't have the skills. Because a majority of the YouTubers in this sector, they gotta be talking about somebody. And if they don't, somebody come in there and ask them, hey, you know such and such is on. Hey, God said something about you. And then you look in that chat. They not paying him a bit of mind. They talking about things about themselves. Yeah, that daggone ZX did this and they did this and this says right, but if they stay out of the drama, their numbers aren't as good. Just my observation. You are correct, Liz, but the problem is they keep giving in. If you go to school every day and everybody else got more money than you, look better than you, but you go do something stupid and everybody lets you hang with them. But every day, before you go into school and when you come out, you gotta do something stupid. At what point do you say, when will you accept me as I am? Why I gotta always do something stupid or retarded for you to let me hang with you? I'm asking. If there's a man who wants to date a lady, you take her out to a nice restaurant the first date. You take her for a horse carriage ride the second date. Third date, he take her to a concert. When does he get a break? And you cook him a meal. And y'all sit and watch DVDs. When does he get a break? Because his money gonna run out. If every date is something big, the money gonna run out. When does he get to recharge his finances? When he get to pay his bills? He can't keep showing you an expensive date every day. He can't get out work and come take you someplace fancy every day. There must be a balance so that you have good time together and then you go out maybe once, twice a month and you do the big shindig. But if it's every day, this man is scrambling. This man out here hustling. He out there slinging. He's strong arm robbing people. Because he believed that if he don't take you someplace really expensive every day, you won't be with him. But what about his bills? What about his rent? Oh, you don't care. Long as he got the money to give you what you want. Then one day you turn on the TV and you see him locked up. One day you turn on the TV and you see the cops and killed him. One day you turn on the TV, you see he tried to rob somebody and that person pulled out a gun and shot him. What do you feel then? Nothing. You go and find another dude, don't you? People have called in. Let me know when they pop up. And if not, we'll go correct it. But it should be the same. 443-461-4518. All right, now, what's going on here? Come on, phone. You've been doing your job, now. Why you going to start slacking up now? But ask the question, how long before he go under? This is what you YouTubers are doing. Y'all keep creating these fake beefs. Keep trying to find an issue with anything. Oh, you're setting my name in your stream. Why you mention me? You said my name in your stream. Somebody in your stream called me fat and you didn't say nothing to him. So now I got a problem with you. I ain't got a problem with the person that called me fat. I got a problem with you because you didn't say nothing. Cause see, I can't go after them. Don't nobody know who that troll is, but everybody know who you is. And if I come after you, people gonna watch. I can't stand you. It's old, me and you. But look at her over there. Let's go get her. A double teamer. Hey, you floozy. You have this, got the head. Then that get old. Then the three of you go jump on somebody else. I realized this. That's why I pulled out. There ain't nothing but the same people feuding with each other. And every once in a while you get a new entrant. A lot of these people who y'all say big in the sector, a lot of them made their money off Nature Boy. That's how they got their audience. I didn't find nothing appealing about Nature Boy. That's why I didn't follow him. Maybe that was an error on my part. But I don't want Nature Boy to be able to say, you wouldn't be nobody if it wasn't for me. I don't want a Tommy Sotomayor to be able to say, you wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't for me. I came in attacking True Freeman. That lasted about 3 months. I went and did my own thing. He can't say he made me. Big Damone put my video on his show. 2 of them. When was the last time he played a video? It's been a while. Years. So can't nobody say they made me. But I can tell you about 20 YouTubers. I can tell you the YouTuber that made them. But at some point, you got to go on your own. When do you stand on your own 2 feet? When do you stand on your own? When do you let go? When a relationship becomes toxic, why can't you let it go? That's the question I'm asking today. Why is it when a relationship becomes toxic, you can't let it go? Look at all the people that have passed through this chat room and don't come here no more. There were times in early 2019, I did shows with nobody in the chat room. Then Naya came along. Then Liz came along. Then the driver came along. I got the people on my own. They didn't come out of Tommy Chat. They didn't come out of Vic Chat. Now, the chat I had in early 2018, a lot of them people did come out of Vic Chat. They came out of La La Chat. They came out of Truth Nation Chat. But most of them left when the woman lied on me. We marched on. We didn't go run. We didn't go run behind nobody. We kept on doing our show. And we still here. And yeah, it's only 7 people here, but they here. Why ain't you here? You ain't here because we ain't got no drama. But if I start jumping on somebody, the numbers will jump up. You know it and I know it. You know can't nobody roast nobody better than I do. You know it. You know nobody can beat my logic. You know it. When you come in here trolling, you get shredded. That's why they don't come. It's a sad fact. We have more people. People used to say, I give our wrenches like it's water. We got twice as many people in the block column than we do in the wrench column. Let that marinate. We got twice as many people in the block column than we do in the wrench column. We can sit here and do a 12-hour show and have no more than 8 people in the room, and yet we can still hit 100 and something views. Why is that? But I'm bringing this up for a reason. If y'all ain't watched me, you don't know I do things for a reason. We don't just come here and just, come off the fly. There's a reason. There's an issue going on right now, and it's a recurring issue. It's the same people that don't have the ability to do a regular show. You got one person that got to play some rap music and go op over it 50 times. You got another person who can't do a stream without a yellow match. She think because she allow everybody to come in the stream and say what she say. But I give her credit. Told the truth yesterday on her show. I give her credit. Because the fact of the matter is, as much of a nuisance as she is now, she was with my show from the beginning. And I don't think she's ever left it. And that's part of the problem. If the relationship get toxic, why don't you leave? Now we got a third ex-member that's in the middle of all this. So let's just break it down. Because the reason I'm bringing it up, because I really don't care. But I do care about one thing. My reputation. The reason nobody can come over here and jump on me is because they can't find nothing to really use. But if these people keep going at it, they're going to have something. What am I talking about? I made a video against Triple Darkness. And somebody named The Dump gave me some pictures of him. I did this a while ago. And when I did it, nobody had a problem with it. Nobody even paid it much mind. They didn't pay it no mind. I think I don't even know if we even got 100 views on that video. But I don't know if you noticed, it started with the lady in Atlanta. Then it started with the dude in Bronxville. Then it started with the lady with the 2 letters in her name. And then we caught the attention of the lady who named as a character in the video game. Now, they are going round and round. And occasionally, they come by here and try to drag us into it. But there's a situation going on. The dude from Bronxville keeps running his mouth, saying that he's going to kill ladies. I don't know what you would do, but if somebody will come online and say they would kill your daughter, or they would kill your mother, what are the sons? What are the husbands? What are the cousins? What are the uncles going to do about it? You are online having a verbal debate, and you start losing, and your only answer is the threat to kill somebody. Well, when the woman rolled up and ran around your projects, she didn't know what you looked like. Right? Well, she had never heard of me. But the woman with 2 letters found that video and put it out. So now, they know what you look like. If her and her people go back to Bronxville again and they find you, am I going to be involved because they got the picture from my video? This is what I'm asking. Now, I'm not worried about this channel because it's not on this channel. If you remember, we were protecting this channel. We was only doing the mobile lives and only doing the sermons on it. It's not on the Rev channel, which is our next biggest channel. So my 2 biggest channels are safe. But it's on my 3rd biggest channel. Now, whoever doing the flagging didn't flag that channel because, just wait a second. Why would somebody flag the video that RE put up with the pictures, but didn't flag my video? Because we don't use that channel. Ooh, if you flagged it, I probably wouldn't even know. But that person knew RE. That's why they flagged it. Remember I did the video the other day, I asked at the beginning, why is my name on that flag notification? So whoever it was knew enough to stick my name on it. So obviously they must know us. But I didn't do it. I did it, I tell you. I'm enjoying the fact that you left me alone. Why would I want to bring it back? I'm enjoying the peace. I can do my show. Ain't got to worry about the troll accounts coming in. I ain't got to worry about nobody sending me something that you did or said. Why would I want to destroy that peace? But if there's a homicide, I don't want to get drug in. Now, the woman and everybody else should have already got the photo. Why is the video up? if the woman and her people literally go to Bronxville, you know that Triple's family can indict us because we gave them the information. You do know that. So take the video down. But instead of you doing that, you make a video and hands to you. You had 70 people in there. Hands to you. Where you start linking other people to you and the guy in Bronxville mess. So now you linking the lady with the character out of Street Fighter video game. And now you linking the mayor of what that though. You got them linked. In your little feud with the guy with Bronxville. Now you got people looking for the Street Fighter lady head. Because you exposed the fact that she's white. And you said she's trying to get black people to kill each other. Now you embroiled her into it. Like Rodney King said, can't we all just get along? But more importantly, as the topic of this show says, why is it that we can't leave toxic relationships alone? I have been telling you for months the stuff that the guy from Bronxville did. I even showed my personal hangouts. And I warned the people that they were going to show up in the hangout, and they still came back and blasted me. I'm like, I told you was going to be in it. But you shook it off. And now y'all going round and round. And now you got a woman that's threatening to take that man's life over some YouTube stuff. Does that make sense? What is it with this? You can't say my name. You can't mention anything I do. I'm coming to get you. I find it so funny. And it's something mental. And I don't know why the guy from Bronxville, after seeing how you did me, why the heck would he want to go round and round with you? That let you know he clout chasing. He desperate for any kind of attention. Desperate. I knew to leave you alone when you made a video saying, leave me alone, Brother Derrick. And I made a video back saying, I will leave you alone. And you came live while I was telling you I'll leave you alone. I knew something was wrong then. There ain't nothing you can say about that. What? No, I need to leave this alone. And we left it alone. And some people will say, well, she had 70-something people in the room and she kept saying your name. But ain't you happy you got some free press? If something happens to the guy in Bronxville, it's going to lead right back to me. So why would I be happy? Because she took every turn to say, no, don't thank me. Thank Brother Dak. Wasn't my video, it was Brother Dak. When you told that to the great Vic Damone, he turned away. I don't want to talk about that. He knew you was incriminating me. I don't want to get involved in that. Vic started talking about cars. That should have told you something right there. So now you and took it. And now you saying the lady as a character in the Street Fighter game, that she was the dump, the guy who gave me the photo, and that she also was the URS Woods that flagged you. That same person who the mayor of What Up Though is the childhood sweetheart or ex-wife or whatever. So now you trying to get everybody to go after the lady in the Street Fighter game who you say you don't mess with anymore. Y'all see the circle? But here's something that you didn't know. I don't know how you didn't know or you didn't want to know. That lady from the Street Fighter game, because you made sure to say it 4 or 5 times during your stream. And I feel we need to make the necessary correction because you shouldn't leave it hanging out there. Chung Lee does not have a wrench in our chat. Chung Lee is blocked from our chat. You and everybody else business, how you didn't know that? So stop saying, and she got a wrench in Brother Dark chat. You believe that? You said that about 4 times in your stream. I can't believe she still got a wrench in Brother. No, she don't. You're putting out misinformation. She's in the block list. And I must say, for the many times that she messed up, the fact that you wasn't even looking to catch that, I was doing a good job of protecting her from you and the guy in Bronxville. Nigga, I need to get myself a little pat on the back. And we was able to hash it out and you never caught on. You know why you didn't catch on? Because we don't stay on drama. We'll address it for 5 or 10 minutes and then we move on. See, we have real content. Y'all don't understand what content means. Drama is not content. Content is have a structure of things you're going to present and then be able to answer questions when people ask you about what you're presenting to them. When you get what is somebody learning? They learning some new curse words? Even the worst of my videos, somebody could fast forward past that mess and be watching me and have grandma in the room. Y'all say the same. What the heck you got on the TV? What is this? You watch this, man? I don't believe you got this on TV. You know I'm over here. Turn that mess off. Topic of the show is, why is it that when we are involved in a toxic relationship, why can't we just let it go? Why we gotta always find our way back to that person? I'm asking a serious question. Why is it that we somehow always find our way back to that person? I hate you today, but I love you next week. A month later, I want to kill you. 2 months later, I want to lay down with you. What is wrong with us that we can only prosper when we in a bad relationship? What y'all let them marinate? Why is it that we can only prosper when we in a bad relationship? How many times have you told your girlfriends, I don't know why you keep going back to him? Y'all always wind up breaking up. Oh, but he got money. He got a big piece. He's pretty good. And he go downtown. You got a million reasons of why you want to go back. But he cheat on you. Or he beat you in your head. Or he steal your money. He get drunk and go drive your car. You gotta get it out the impound lot area of the week. He does bad things in front of your children. He puts his hands on your children. When he does it, you're horrified mad. And then you're looking over. And there ain't nobody laying there. It's just a pillow hanging. Next thing you know, hey, what you doing? Why? You know how it's going to end up. So why do we keep going back to a toxic relationship? Anybody have any insights before we get to our first article? Why do we get involved in relationships that we know going in bad? And when they do end bad, why do we come running back? Why do we keep coming back to the person? And then we seem surprised when they do it again. If I was to advertise on somebody with a big platform, I'm going to be releasing the unblock list. You know how many people will be here in this chat? Probably about 30, 40. I ain't counting how many people in that block list. But why are they on the list? They can't control themselves. Because they want us to deal with the local beef on the YouTube street. They're bored by real topics. They don't have any knowledge of real topics. They don't have anything to contribute to real topics. So they want to force you into getting into some beefing, some roughhousing. See, they can do that. Well, I don't want that here. I just got a notification. Why did Lily Rose subscribe to our channel? You figure I'd be the last person she wants to subscribe to. After I called out about that fake stuff with her and Vic, I figured I'd be the last person she subbed to. Maybe she want to sub to me to see what I'm doing. Well, maybe you learn something. But one thing we not going to do here, we not going to make fun of your age. Like I heard somebody else doing. Come in here and act like you got some sense, you're going to fit in. Come in here with that junk. It ain't going to last too long. Just saying. Now, let's get to our first topic. Why can't people in toxic relationships? And remember what I'm saying. Toxic relationships. Relationships that you know is bad. And yet you can't wait this. Can't wait. You know that man gonna put his hands on you, but you can't wait. You know that woman gonna cheat on you, but you know you got your wrench took and got blocked. But you paid the money to get your wrench back, and now you're back in there. You can't wait. Question is why? What's lacking in you that you are willing to lower yourself to put your situation in danger, to go back into a toxic relationship that you know don't work? But see, people come and go. And that's one thing I've learned. People come and go. And the problem is that when people go, they expect you to crumble. See, now they don't care about you. But you don't crumble. So now they want to come back and finish the job. They want to see you crumble. And they'll keep coming back. Because most times when you leave a toxic relationship, you do better. You're better off. The other person in the relationship normally heads downward. And so you feel obligated to go back. It's a reason why they're doing worse. And you need to realize that. There is a reason why they're doing. They got issues. So leave them alone and let them work out their issues. You coming back into it doesn't help. I don't know who came up with that. You doing bad, but me coming back in is going to help you. Nah, you need to get yourself together. Get yourself together, then come back. And I'll take a look at you. Maybe. If I'm a woman and a man can't keep hold on a sec, y'all. Got hit up on out. Look here. I agree. So y'all, let's get to our first story here. I'm gonna grab something to drink real quick. Let me pull up our first story here. Y'all know here we always got nice articles. Let me blow this up so everybody can see it. You always take it up until you get that gray bar at the bottom. That's the best you can get it. All right. Why can't we leave each other alone? Give me 1 second, everybody. Grab something to drink. I had to come on in the sink to be ready by now. It's ready. Oh, Lord. It really started. I thought she'd be ice cold. I'm disappointed. But that's alright. We got another one in there. Oh, yeah. Alright. Why can't we leave each other alone? I have been in an on and off again relationship with the same guy for about 4 years now. We'll be going strong for a period of time and then boom, we go without seeing or talking to one another for a period of time. Usually I'm the one to initiate contact whenever this happens. He'll tell me he loves me almost every day, and he says he's been working on making things better for us when we don't have contact. We used to live together, but was having so much conflict and disagreements about minor things until I moved out. At that time, I realized he wasn't in a happy place with where his life was, financially, etc. Living apart now, we can't seem to leave each other alone. And I'll admit, it's pretty disappointing to me because I feel that two people can work on things to get ahead in life together. You know, a team. But he feels differently and continues to go about it on his own. He constantly tells me he's working on things. So I guess I'm supposed to go with it. Lately, we've been spending less time together. Didn't spend the holidays together or anything, but I still heard from him. I'm not sure what to do, if anything. The moment I feel like I'm getting to the place of accepting him, not being around much anymore, he comes back around, and it's like he was never away from me. We can't seem to leave each other be. Why is that? Don't mistake it to necessarily mean love. It could be codependency. He or she is your comfort zone, or the dysfunctionality of the relationship is all you know. It will be beneficial for you to go no contact and detach yourself emotionally from him or her so you can work on yourself. This relationship most likely will not change. This seems to be the dynamic between you two. Disengage from it all, and you will see how things fall into place on your own life. Fall into your own lie. Let me be clear about myself. I'm totally at the prime of my life. The difference between me and him is that I am halfway to retirement and he's working on getting his career established. As he had many setbacks early on that I can assure you makes him feel like he's not where he wants to be in life right now. And I understand that. He has shared with me many times how there is so much he would like to do for me, in which I've told him numerous times that it doesn't matter to me as to what he can and can't do. His presence means more to me than material things. I don't feel the relationship is dysfunctional. I feel the way he handles it when he's trying to achieve something is the issue. It makes me feel like I'm a distraction to his endeavors. I guess I need to figure out how to express this without coming off as selfish to him. I totally get when men feel like they need to conquer the world or whatever. Someone says, sorry, I see codependency here. Please admit you are emotionally codependent on him, and that's why you can't leave. He is not a special guy for you. You are retiring and he is struggling. Never a good match. Please date men with similar goals, then you can truly celebrate your prime. Don't waste your time. This man's lack of hard work and skills. That's why he's not in a good place. Sometimes men shut down when their careers are involved. There's an article on New Mode about that actually. So that could be playing a big part, but your situation reminds me of one I had with my ex of 4 years. The last 2 years of our relationship was tumultuous. And the last year we were on again, off again. I've learned that if someone truly values you as a lover, They won't let you go so easy. My ex and I are still good friends 3 years after breaking up. He and I couldn't stay apart from each other because of the underlying strong friendship, not underlying true love. He's been working on things for 4 years. That's a very long time. The two of you tried living together, but it didn't work out. It doesn't sound like you function well as a team. Don't let someone come in and out of your life at will. It's not fair on you. After 4 years, this should be a solid relationship regardless of its status. I think you have to start questioning if it will ever be what you want it to be. We label and label, that's it, you kill it. Can we see the people the way she is? The man who did it. Please don't argue with the label he. That is all I know. If you've been a different way of labeling Jesus Christ, I check his words, really check his words. Those words make sense, but we're sucked into a world of lies and more lies. I'm not sure who told you I'm black. I'm not black, but my skin is dark. I'm like everybody, a human personality being the same thing. I mean the same, but we divide so deep. People think and they know I included, but I work on my ignorance. What happens to the verb ignore? I live in a nation that makes me come to myself, a prodigal son. If you know the story of the Bible, great story. The scriptures say that he came to himself. Every one of us must come in for the truth and love. I love this nation. I found myself, the U.S., America, but it's demented, wasteful. Our behavior toward each other is bad, too deep. We decimate each other, hate each other, kill him or her. I don't judge, not selfishness. I came to this guy so I could see the truth. I check him quickly. Where is that coming from, Dapo? What? If I can't answer the question before I go to the bathroom, I'm in trouble. I need help. I must stop as if it is dirty. Everything we do is dirty. I see it. It doesn't matter if you take care before leaving the bathroom. Wash your hands. It's still dirty. Got it wrong. This is your answer. 7 plus 8 equals 21. Got wrong. Everybody. 7.8 billions got it wrong. Who would help us get it right? Einstein got it wrong. He confessed it before going home. He spoke the truth. I got it wrong. Help me. Okay. That person got issues. I don't know what the hell they talking about. That was an article, and then people were answering the article. Now, I could have stopped, but I wanted to see. Because, see, this is something that we don't do. I want to see what goes through the mind of the common people. You see, you turn on the TV and you watch TMZ and shows like that, and they supposed to tell you what's going on. But if you just listen to the regular people, you'll see. But the point of the story was, the woman had her life together. And she couldn't understand. Okay, unless you got a mama's boy. A mama's boy don't want his woman to make more than him. It's an ego thing. The man supposed to be the provider. Now this woman was halfway to retirement. Got a good job, got a good pension, got stocks and bonds. She is getting ready to retire. But her friend, her lover, her man is at the beginning stages. He's at the stages of somebody that's like 18, 19 years old. He's at the baby stage. He's doing whatever he can to try to catch her. And it's not an easy task, especially for a black man. It's not an easy. It's not. He's trying to come up to her level. Some men can deal with a woman that makes more than them. I didn't like being with women that made more money than me. But now that I'm on disability, that's going to be, unless I meet somebody else on disability. But if I meet somebody on SSI, I'll get more than them. But I'm going to have to get used to that. That's something that I'm going to have to get used to. But you got a man whose ego is hurt. He's struggling to match this woman. And this woman who's already financially secure is trying to tell a man, I don't care that you can't do for me what I could do. And she thinks that she's coddling him and making it okay, and I want you, and I don't care what you give me. But see, that's once again the woman saying, well, I feel I'm not putting pressure on him. He shouldn't feel it. She's saying, I think that the fact that I'm not coming down on him, I'm not calling him broke, I'm not calling him successful, she thinks, or she feels, that should be sufficient. But a man wants to provide. And if you can provide more than he can, if you can provide yourself things that he can't, his ego is crushed. You need a mama's boy, or a bum, or a junkie. That's the only kind of man that would lay up the woman that has more than him. Tell the truth. How many relatives do you know where the women are not attractive, or they 400 pounds, and they got this sorry, blanky bum that lay around and don't do nothing? See, that's the kind of woman that man need to look for. If she can't get somebody that's above her, she needs to go below her, because it won't work. A man's ego, it hurts a man. Woman, that's the reason why when they come up with the welfare, got the man. That wasn't bad enough. They were producing more children. They started offering women, then started a campaign. The women don't need. Men constant trying to match them. Most of the employees are told, hire a woman, don't hire a man. Hire a woman, don't hire a man. It's going to emasculate the man and crush his. Wind up drinking, or doing drugs, or doing something to get locked up. Very seldom will he ever be able to meet, because they're not going to hire him. Go to school all you want. There are so many women today that say they won't date a man because they can't find one that makes what they make. That's a plan. It's a plan from the agenda. Women got to realize that you have to be careful with a man. Same way, your husband is always working around attractive women. That man could call you on the hour and see how you doing. That man could text you every 20 minutes. That man could come home with flowers and candy. Still gonna be, what are you doing to women all day? Closed my home 10 minutes ago. What were you doing in that 10 minutes? I know you there with them sexy women. He ain't fooling me. No matter what he do, he can't convince you that he ain't paying no women no mind. He coming home to you. Can't convince you. Checking the phone. Sending your girlfriends down there to spy. Talking to your mother. Cheating. All them sexy women. So the man is telling you that he's satisfied with you. He not worrying about them women. But you don't believe him. This is the same thing in reverse. You can tell a man, it's okay you don't make nowhere near what I make. It's okay. It's okay. A real man is still going to keep fighting. He's going to keep trying to claw his way up to you. A Pookie or Ray Ray is going to say, hey, whatever. They don't care about you anyway. But you spend your money. So you either have to find a man that makes more than you. But most men can't handle more than you. A lot of times the kids will say, should we ask Dad if we can go to the park? What we asking Dad for? Mom make the money. We gotta ask Dad for it. Yeah. You expect a man to be able to handle that. When you go around a woman's family, the family go, you still taking care of this bum. Most men ain't gonna be able to sit there and not say nothing. Not real men. Man raised by a woman, man. Ain't nothing but a transition. I'm going from mama, and now I got a mama I can lay with. A real man. Women don't realize it. They emasculate that man. Take the man out for dinner. Plan it. You pull up to the restaurant. He see it. Oh, you know I can't afford to go in there. Chump, I ain't asked you to pay for anything. The valet come up there. You get the valet $20 to park the car. You gave that man 20. You should have gave me that $20. $20? Shut up. You ain't paying for nothing. Then you go in, and the maitre d' come over to the man, and you go, he ain't paying. What you going over to him for? Give us that seat over there. Seat for two. You have emasculated. Then when the check comes, and they bring it to the man, and you snatch it, what you giving him for? It broke back. Yeah, I got this. You are emasculating that man. A real man, a man that you want, is not going to sit there and take it. And if he does sit there and take it, even the Pookies and Ray Rays get to the point, God damn it, I can't take it no more. I'm supposed to be the man here. I'm the head of the house. No, you ain't. You ain't the breadwinner. I'm the breadwinner. It's my house. It's my car. Just shut up. And then when the man get up from the table and knock you down, you're like, oh, why you hit me? These are basis of a toxic. You have to both be wanting to, and you must have your role. Man is not okay with a woman making more money than him. If the woman can't respect the man's feelings, even though you make more money than him, he is the man. He is the head of the household. Even if you make more money than him, yeah, that daggone broke MF, he ain't gonna tell me nothing. I run that. That's the devil in you coming out. You know what your role is, whether you make more money or not. Go in any fast food restaurant, see how many black women running. Go to the NBA, see how many black women sitting there all nasty and talking to you like you're dirty. Why do you think they got them sitting there? Because they'd rather look at them than look at the damn man. Gotta hire minorities, not so hire women. That's one. And two, it emasculates. It breaks up the. I don't understand. He got a college degree and I don't. I make more money than him. Women are a double minority. The business get double the money. If you gotta hire 5 minorities, if you hire 5 women, you also get another tax credit. Because a woman is a minority too. So she's a minority because she's black, and she's a minority because she's female. So give me the female. I'd rather look at the female anyway. And it's going to make it hard. I remember the good times with James that got the best job of his life. And he made the mistake of taking Florida down there with him. Everything was looking good. And then the man, Florida, came in and said something. Who's that? Oh, that's my wife. He said, does she work? Oh, she's at home. Man said, man got up and started talking to her. Next thing you knew, she had the job. He asked him, he said, I thought I had the job. He said, you did. We needed to get a minority and you are qualified. But guess what? Your wife double qualified. Not only is she a woman, black, she's also a woman. That's double. We get double the money. Now, Florida turned that job down because she knew it would emasculate James Evans. It would emasculate him. He would be coming by knocking on the project door. Hey, your wife make more than you. You sorry, cause it would emasculate him. You imagine JJ begging for money to go take out Boom Boom Belinda. Come out there. Hey, I'm a little short on cash. I don't like to ask you, Dad, but hey, Ma, you spot me $20? What do you think that does to the man? It emasculates him. And then you wonder why he want to leave. How could you leave your wife and the kids? He can't take it. Even if you make more money than the man. this issue also happens here on YouTube. And I'm noticing that it happens with the women. The women think that if they donate to a man, that they control him. When the lady in Atlanta got mad at me because her enemy was in the chat, he wasn't told everybody in the world. Yeah, I gave him $130. He scammed me. Then when she got into it with the man in Detroit, I got all my receipts about how much I gave you. When she got in trouble with the man in Atlanta, big man. All that time I donated to you. You owe me. How do you expect any kind of relationship to last with a man when you get mad, throw up what you did? How do you expect? How do you expect it? How do you expect the relationship to last? We just had an incident a few weeks ago. I'm supposed to just be the whooping boy. Call me, have me on the phone for 4 or 5 hours. I gotta listen to you, Babylon. And every time I say something, I get hung up on. If I disagree with something you say, I'm not donating. I want my money back. I'm not donating no more. I'm gonna get you flagged down. Women are not meant to be in that position. That's why you don't handle it well, and that's why you can't hold on to the men. But see, the forefathers knew that. That's why they set it up this way. They know it. Because it ain't just black women, it's white women too. As soon as they get mad, they tell you in a minute, you broke mother. I don't know why I even dealt with your sorry broke behind. First thing they say out their mouth. That means that when you spent your money, you didn't want to spend it, but you felt it was necessary. So you resent the fact that you had to reach into your pocket. Because I can tell you, I've heard a lot of women say, my money is my money, and your money is my money. And if you ain't got no money and they got to reach in their own pocket, they resent you. Over a period of time, it come out. When you start treating them a certain way, the men react. And they revolt. Look at all the spoiled kids. Parents give them everything. What they do when they get old enough? They revolt. I thought you was going to be a doctor. You know, going to be no damn doctor. I don't want to be a rock star. Then why'd you go to all that school and stuff? You were kicking out the dosky. I didn't care about none of that stuff. I want to be a rock star. I want to. You want me to be in there? Boop, boop. Boop, boop. I don't know. With the money you gave me, I was able. to get a record label to pick me up. Thank you. And you gonna disown them. They're not gonna come around no more. Relationship gone. Until they get in trouble, then you gonna let them come back. Gonna get them set up again, and then they gonna think they got enough, and they gonna leave and go do their own thing, and you ain't gonna see them. But then when the money runs dry, they'll come back again. That's a toxic relationship. Let's get to our next article. Oh, we lost a couple people. That's amazing. You talk about real stuff. People tend to head for the hills. All right. 6 early warning signs you're dealing with a toxic person. Let's see if this match up with what I said. I love to do these articles. Let me blow this up so y'all can see it. You've dealt with them before at your church as a volunteer, on your staff, as customers. Toxic people are, toxic. An unhealthy person can affect your team like toxins infect the human body. After some exposure, everyone feels sick. The optimist in you and me hope toxic people will become better. The good news is sometimes they do. Unhealthy people can grow healthier with the right care and attention and a healthy environment. But some toxic people just don't. Some remain difficult despite all attempts. And as you know, if you don't address toxic people or worse, let them gain influence, they can infect your whole organization, diminishing your effectiveness and taking everyone's focus off of the mission. An unhealthy person can infect your team like toxins infect the whole body. So how can you tell early on that the person you're dealing with might be that person? Here are 6 signs. Number 1, they come on too strong. In my experience as a pastor, the people who show up and want to make it headline news are rarely, and I'm being generous here, healthy people. What's perplexing is that the people who end up being the most toxic at the end of the relationship are over the top positive when they first meet you. I have learned to be suspicious when people tell me on first meeting and first hearing, that's the best message I ever heard in my life, or this is the best church I've ever been to anywhere. I find usually the people who are moderately impressed or even neutral on the first visit and warm up over time are the ones who are the most healthy in the long run. People who come on strong when they first meet you usually leave you just as loudly. Hold on, let's meditate on that for a minute. People who are so gung-ho when they meet you, when they come into contact with you, those are going to be the one that's going to be just as gung-ho as they leave you, calling you sorry scuzzard, sorry bastard. Doesn't that sound familiar? But usually they come in so happy. Doesn't that sound like a lot of YouTube beef? Hey Naya. You said the emojis are broken. Let me see. There they go right there. Naya says she's listening, working. 2, they give you advice during your first meeting. Whether it's casual conversation or even a job interview, People who tell 15 ways you can improve your organization or your speaking often end up being toxic people. Whether it's a casual conversation or a job interview, people who tell you 15 ways you can improve your organization or your speaking often end up being toxic. I got a line of toxic people that came through this chat that fit that category. A line of them. Kanye says, yes, be mental illness playing a role. Come on, give me one. Let's get to it. Are there ways you can improve your organization? Of course. Can you improve your speaking? Sure you can. But when someone leads off with loads of advice, well, that's not healthy. Uh-oh. Something went wrong. Hey! What happened? Alright, we're back. When people I first meet start telling me about all the ways we can improve our church, I thank them and tell them point blank we're probably not the church for them and offer to help find them a new one. You know what? I might start doing that. Healthy people never give you loads of advice the first time they meet you. Unhealthy people do. They tell rather than waiting to be asked. Naturally, we all have opinions that are valid, but in a healthy human relationship, we reserve opinions about others until we are asked to share them. Toxic people rarely do. Toxic people volunteer them. If someone is telling you things all the time and never waits to be asked, it's a sign of toxicity. In really close relationships, it's natural to volunteer opinions, but it's done with humility, respect, and concern for the person. Toxic people tell you everything about themselves. Healthy people wait to be asked. They want to be the center of attention. They hijack conversations. They never ask questions. They want to get involved too soon. They tell you what they're an expert in. They tell you what to think. They tell you about their amazing track record. They tell you about their accomplishments. They demand your attention. Truly healthy people wait to be asked. That describes that lady to a T. Toxic people want to be the center of attention. Healthy people not so much. You hear them from far too often in the first month. You hear from them too far often in the first month. Often a toxic person, because they want to be the center of attention, will try to get on your calendar soon. They'll email you, call you, ask for breakfast, try to figure out how they can help or be influential early on. Again, most great leaders wait to be asked. They have the humility to be obscure for a while and to serve rather than want to be served. They have a track record of moving around. Usually a person who comes on that strong has a history of moving around. When I'm picking up some of the other signs, I'll ask the questions such as, tell me where you've gone to church over the last 4 years. Often people will tell me about 3 or 4 churches they've been to, flag, or about a major schism they were a part of that caused them to leave their last church. Big flag. If somebody left 5 churches in the last 5 years, they're probably leaving yours. How many people came through this chat we had a problem with? And they ain't had a problem over there in Mr. Vic chat. They ain't had a problem over there in Mr. Tommy chat. They ain't had a problem over there in Miss Lala chat. They ain't had a problem over there in True Freeman chat. They ain't had a problem in Super Slan Jim chat. Ducky chat. Seven Deadly chat. Candy Cartel chat. How many people? Too many to count. Somebody had problems in that many chats. Chances are they have a problem with yours. Make your team less toxic. Oops. What are you doing? Hold on a sec, y'all. Oh, there it is. There's the X. There we go. All right, here we go. Everyone struggles at work. How do you make the relationships on your team healthier and deepen employee engagement? I put together 5 questions that every great manager asks. These questions will, wait a minute, are you telling us? Here we go. Attract and keep high capacity leaders who will otherwise start their own business. Identify and leverage the currency that motivates young leaders. Navigate flexible work arrangements that result in deeper productivity. Master the 5 questions every great manager asks their team for deeper engagement. Discover how to create workplace environments that multiple generations can thrive in. Learn how to keep your company or organization relevant to the next generation of leaders. I think it went to something else, so let's just back on out of here. I think it went to something else. All right. Would anybody like to comment on our topic today? Anybody have anything they want to share? Why is it that we can't leave toxic relationships? Why is it that we can't leave people who we know are bad for us? Why can't we leave them alone? What's lacking in us that we feel we must get it from somebody who's not good for us? So we got 10 people in here, and we only got 2 people who want to talk. If y'all are blocked, make up a different account and come in like everybody else do and ask to be unblocked. But I appreciate you coming by. Wish you participate more, but I appreciate you coming by. Alrighty. I posted came on last night, so some of these stories might be old. I had some stuff before that. All right, let's keep. What up here? All right, our first video of the day. Check it out. Can y'all see it?
The only thing that was the issue was, you know, the color of my skin, the way I was born. I can't help that.
An exclusive interview tonight with a mini crime. A woman had a glass bottle and racial slurs hurled at her as she jogged in Queens. And good evening, everyone, at 6 o'clock. I'm Bill Ritter.
And I'm Liz We're going to begin with a disturbing attack in the NYPD Hate Crimes Unit. now investigating, and police tonight are searching for that woman who threw the bottle.
The attack on the black jogger caught on camera, and tonight the victim speaking to Eyewitness News reporter Kimberly Richardson.
She was so loud and aggressive.
This woman who threw a glass bottle at Tiffany while she was jogging and then spewed a racial slur.
She did call me the N-word, and I mean, I'm not an N-word. None of us are. But the reality is that this woman felt that she needed me to be that. And
she threw a water bottle at him.
She should look into herself as to why.
The attack unfolded here at 53rd Place and Broadway in Queens. Police are now looking for that woman. The NYPD Hate Crimes Task Force investigating. In this exclusive interview, Tiffany tells me even after the camera stopped rolling, the suspect was relentless.
Followed me up the block and was screaming, "Get out of here, go back to Africa, N-word."
People tried to shoo the suspect away. Tiffany was afraid things would escalate.
When you have adrenaline going, the first thing for me was just to get out of the situation.
At the time, Tiffany had no idea someone was recording it all. It happened August 17th. The 37-year-old spotted it on social media a couple of days ago and went to police knowing she had proof. Tiffany tells me this is a soul-searching process for the suspect, who has a lot of work to do on herself.
Her issues, whatever her actions were, are a reflection on her. It's not my problem, it's her problem.
Since the incident, Tiffany has not been back to that neighborhood, but has received tremendous support from friends, family, and coworkers, and groups like Black Girls Run. Kimberly Richardson, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Now see, that was a nice lady. If that had been a ratchet, she'd have busted her in the head. That lady was lucky. She picked the right one. All right. Can't go to church in New York. Can't go to church in New York City.
And as the city continues to crack down on COVID hot zones.
Over the weekend, police started to issue summonses to people violating social distancing and mask orders.
Eyewitness News reporter Candace McCowan is live in downtown Brooklyn with the very latest. Good morning, Candace.
Michelle, Mike, good morning to you. We've heard the promises of a crackdown, but this weekend we actually saw that crackdown in those cluster communities throughout Brooklyn and Queens where people were not following the governor's mandate. Take a look at this of the crackdown. The city tweeting that it issued 62 summonses from Friday to Sunday, totaling more than $150,000 in fines. Of those summonses, 5 were to non-compliant religious congregations. Houses of worship and the red zone are limited to gatherings of 10 people. And over the weekend, a federal judge shot down a lawsuit brought by the Brooklyn Diocese accusing the state of infringing on its rights. Now, overnight, protesters taking to the streets of Borough Park after activist Harold Heshy Tischler was arrested at his home Sunday night. He's charged with inciting riots and unlawful imprisonment stemming from an attack on a journalist by protesters from last week. Heshy somehow tweeting saying that they're, quote, keeping me here overnight and delayed my processing of the paperwork by the mayor and DA, calling it a political stunt. Protesters shouting, "No Heshy, no peace."
No one's closing the businesses, no one's closing the schools. We're not doing this anymore. We tried this, there's no evidence behind it, and it doesn't work, so we're opening up. And if you have a problem with that, we'll see you in court.
Yeah, and Heshy is expected to be in court here this morning, although it is not clear exactly what time today he will appear. This morning.
Man, so I'll see you in court. Making my money. Liz said I had to throw that in there.
All right, thanks, Marissa. 3 people were stabbed overnight near Bonneville and 10th Street. This morning, we're learning one of those victims died, and police say all of them appeared to be homeless. The other 2 victims are in the hospital right now. They were able to give police some information to them about who ran away from the scene. Police say if you know anything, please give them a call.
Well, what happened? 3 homeless people stabbed overnight, one of them died. It's a good story right here.
Have you been hurt?
Y'all know. Somebody gave this 386 thumbs down. You got some sickos in this world.
I really did.
You can laugh about it now, but in a moment outside this Sunoco gas Lakeland, 17-year-old Nate Stewart did it twice about protecting his mother.
The guy ran up on him and popped him.
Popped him with, of all things, a tire iron. Stewart says the man, identified as Luther Dunn, came up to his window, armed with a knife, to cash. Just so happened to remember seeing a tire iron in his trunk that morning.
If he wouldn't have brought the weapon, I wouldn't have been worried about nothing. But once he pulled the weapon out, I mean, I ain't had no choice.
Even after the tire iron to the back of the head, the steward said the would-be thief wouldn't let up. So Nate, who is 17 years old, remember, took it a step further.
Nate picked him up, flipped him upside down, dropped him on his head. I thought he broke his neck. Like it was
serious as in there's still a blood stain on his back bumper. And the suspect? His mugshot tells the story. Booked in jail on charges of armed robbery.
I am very proud of him. I didn't realize he was that strong, though.
A tough teenager just trying to protect his mom. Polk County, Ryan Raish, ABC Action News.
Good young man. I don't know how old this is, but I'll watch it.
And a man who tried robbing a Bradenton pharmacy got more than he bargained for.
I'm Laura Harris. Tonight, Clifton French shows us the one thing motivating a customer to take matters in his own hands.
I really wasn't trying to hurt anybody. No, I was just trying to do what was right.
It's video of a man taking out a robber at a pharmacy.
Get him, get him.
Turns out that man's girlfriend was behind the counter.
I was protecting the one I love.
This is 25-year-old David West. It was around 12:30 on Valentine's Day. He was at this Walgreens on Cortez Road to ask his girlfriend what she wanted for lunch.
Said Subway, and literally, right as she said Subway, the gentleman walked around the counter and jumped onto the counter, demanding, Medicaid pain medicine.
What this robber didn't realize, David is a pretty good boxer.
Yeah!
He holds 2 state titles. You can find clips of his fights on YouTube like this one. This was all instinct.
Started fiddling with his hands, and he went to reach into his pants, and that's just when I reacted.
A bit of a tussle at first, then 4 punches and a knockout. 26-year-old Anthony Amos mugshot. David held him until police arrived, giving this young man some encouraging words while they waited.
And I told him this. I hope he uses this as a turning point in his life.
Saying he knows people who have had the same problems. Hopes this man gets the help he Clifton French, ABC Action News.
All right. First story. Young boy protecting his mother. Now you see a man on Valentine's Day. That was an old story, but I ain't mind playing it. Protecting his woman. Check this out, y'all.
Now for that wild ride caught on camera. An 11-year-old on a school bus isn't unusual, but it is. The child is behind the wheel and leading the police on a high-speed chase. Ariel Reshef joins us with more on that story. Ariel, good morning.
Tear his butt up.
Hey, good morning to you. And police say that 11-year-old stole that school bus from a Head Start center, leading police on a wild and dangerous high-speed chase that spanned nearly 13 miles and lasted nearly half an hour.
A chaotic scene in Baton Rouge caught on camera. Dozens of police cars in pursuit of a bus. The chase lasting 13 miles. Behind the wheel, an 11-year-old little boy. Police say the young suspect allegedly intentionally tried to hit another driver in his path. The high-speed pandemonium coming to an end when the bus slammed into a massive tree in the front yard of this couple's home. You can see the young boy surrounded by 4 officers, arrested on 4 charges, including aggravated assault. And remarkably, no one was hurt in this incident. This child has been charged as a juvenile. Police still trying to figure out how he got the keys to that school bus and why he may have stolen it. Guys.
All right, a lot of questions, but again, thankfully no one injured. Ariel, thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robert.
All I got to say is, if that was my son, if he was left in my care, when the police called me to come get him, I say, you sure you want me to come? Are you sure you want me to come? Because if I come down there, you're going to have to get a cell ready for me. Because I guarantee you, your next call will be child abuse. I'm going to beat the skin off of him. So you might as well get me a jail cell ready. Let me get my prescriptions together so I can be comfortable to get my prescriptions.
Well, the second largest methamphetamine bust has been made along the southwest border, and it happened at Otay Mesa. Fox 5's Jason Slossie joins us live now with the latest developments on this. Jason.
Hey, Maria, well, this bust, one of the biggest at our border, was made at the Cargo Border Crossing right behind me. Inside a truck, officers found more than 1,800 packages filled with drugs worth several $1 million.
A semi-trailer packed with illegal drugs discovered by U.S. Customs and Border Protection at the Otay Mesa port of entry. More than 3,100 pounds of meth, fentanyl, and heroin worth an estimated $7.2 million. According to border authorities, it's the second largest meth bust ever along the southwest border. CBP says a driver arrived Friday morning at the Otay Mesa commercial facility with a big rig carrying medical supplies. An officer decided the truck needed a more thorough inspection. Officers then used an imaging system similar to an X-ray to screen the truck. They noticed something was off at the rear of the trailer. Then a canine alerted officers to the boxes inside. They found more than 1,800 packages mixed in with the medical supplies. They took out more than 3,000 pounds of meth, 64 pounds of heroin, 29 pounds of fentanyl powder, and 37 pounds of fentanyl pills. The DEA released a statement saying this massive seizure is testament of what law enforcement agencies can do when we combine forces, prevent over $7 million worth of deadly drugs from entering our country, thus saving countless lives from addiction and overdose deaths. CBP says the truck driver, a 47-year-old Mexican citizen, was arrested and turned over to a team of investigators with ICE, Homeland Security, and the DEA.
Meanwhile, the San Diego County Meth Strike Force says this bust is just an indication of a growing problem in our region with meth-related crime and deaths on the rise. 483 deaths in the county, according to the latest data from 2018. And we have more information on our website at fox5sandiego.com. Live in Otay Mesa, Fox 5 News.
You don't hear much about meth. That's why I thought I'd share that with y'all. And you hear about the bikers, but you really don't hear much about meth.
It was a 23-year-old mother now facing attempted murder charges after police say she abandoned her newborn baby in an alley in Queens. Investigators say a neighbor found the naked newborn on Sunday morning outside a home in Richmond Hill next to garbage and with his umbilical cord attached. Police believe Sabita Dukram delivered the baby boy on Saturday night. She is still being evaluated at the hospital. The baby remains in critical condition.
And she need to go to jail. And don't give me no sob story. She need to go to jail. Somebody need to send her butt to jail. You don't do that to a baby. She need to go to jail. And I don't want to hear no sob stories. Hey up. You need to do time for that. No probation. She need to feel what that baby felt like. Let her go to jail and be healthy. Let her see what it feel like.
And good evening once again. Day 1362 of the Trump administration, leaving 22 days until Election Day. and the U.S. is now on track to hit 8 million coronavirus infections by the middle of this week. Over 216,000 Americans have now died in this still raging pandemic. Put another way, this as yet uncontrolled virus has already killed 1 of every 1,600 Americans. People who were here at the start of the year gone today. Yet tonight, Donald Trump claiming immunity, not surprisingly claiming great personal strength, went back out on the road for a rally in Florida, feared by medical professionals to be yet another super spreader event in the making. He threw masks out to the crowd but didn't advocate wearing them. Many seated behind him where cameras could see his speech were wearing masks. Many others in the crowd were not and were crammed together. Here is what they heard from their president about his so far amazing recovery.
The nice part. I went through it. Now they say I'm immune. I feel so powerful. I'll walk into that audience. I'll walk in there. I'll kiss everyone in that audience. I'll kiss the guys and the beautiful women and everybody. I'll just give you a big fat kiss. No, but there is something nice. I don't have to be locked up in my basement. You got to get out, and it's risky. It's risky, but you got to get out. But it does give you a good feeling when you can beat something, and now they say you're immune. I don't know for how long. Some people say for life. Some people say for 4 months.
That was Trump's treatise on the deadly virus tonight, which is on the rise again across our country. The trends are headed the wrong way. Over 35 states are now reporting rising infections. In fact, this weekend, Missouri, Montana, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, West Virginia, all reported new single-day high records. And in a case of perfect timing, just as the president was traveling to Florida tonight, the White House physician released a letter saying, quote, regarding the president's most recent COVID-19 tests, I can share with you that he has tested negative on consecutive days. He went on to say testing data, quote, informed our medical team's assessment that the president is not infectious to others. As you'll hear from one of our guests, doctors have a lot of questions about that statement, and they are right to have a lot of questions about that statement. While Trump is acting like he is no danger to those around him, one member of his task force warns the president is posing a serious danger to public health.
Put aside all of the issues of what political implications a rally has, and just put that aside and look at it purely in the context of public health. We know that that is asking for trouble when you do that. The data speak for themselves. It happens. And now is even more so a worse time to do that.
The respected computer model we always quote from the folks at the University of Washington is now projecting nearly 395,000 coronavirus deaths in this country by February. The study also says, and this is important, 80,000 of those lives could be saved if more people wore masks. During a campaign stop in Cincinnati tonight, Biden continued to hammer Trump for his pandemic response.
He knew it was extremely dangerous, an extremely communicable disease, airborne. But he didn't tell anybody. He told Bob Woodward he didn't want to panic the American public. Americans don't panic. Trump panicked. Trump is the one who panicked. His reckless personal conduct.
Mr. Costa, I'd like to begin with you. Talk about the peril, the risk versus reward of the president who was in the hospital a week ago, going back out on the road for these rallies, entering Air Force One without a mask, no intention of depoliticizing mask wearing in the middle of an out-of-control pandemic.
You just laid it all out there, Brian, but the question is also the motivation here. Why is he doing that? And based on my conversations with White House officials and President Trump's political advisors, he's seen polling publicly and privately that sees him down. And you look at those images out of Georgia, a deep red state today as early voting begins. And the Republicans across the board, whether it's Senator Cornyn in Texas, Senator Graham on another network tonight, expressing alarm about Democrats fundraising in his state, South Carolina, to the president being in Florida and urging his core voters in that city and throughout the whole state. He talked a lot about Panhandle of Florida, too, to make sure those core Republicans come out. This is a Republican Party and a president who are very concerned that they may not just lose the White House, they could lose the Senate majority.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with...
Thank you, MSNBC. Liz said, I miss what happened. He's full of himself. Who would want a kiss from Trump? Liz said, BD, you are right. He does look older every time. That man on drugs. Donald Trump was going to need the rehab center by the time he get done. All right, this is crazy right here, y'all. I mean, this is crazy. This story right here is crazy. I feel for these people. It's just so unfair.
Residents in Santa Rosa now dealing with another crisis. Water.
KPIX 5's John Ford tells us it could be weeks before people have access to safe drinking water.
This neighborhood was surrounded by fire, and yet it did not burn. However, now it may not have water for weeks. The flames were coming over the ridge when a group of men led by the retired Cal Fire firefighter saved more than 35 homes in this private neighborhood until a full strike team arrived to take over. What they could not save was the water well pump and holding tank at the top. No running water in any of this room.
So we're relying on the Red Cross to bring us water. And one of our good neighbors also brought in some water tanks and has offered us water also.
All of these homes are rentals from the company, River Valley Property. On that they are again, but it's the Valley has been working diligently. Sources board, the water board, the city of Santa Rosa, PG&E, and the well service restore water service to our units so units can return. The folks are not waiting. Any of them are getting by.
We have power.
Well, this is suddenly in the middle of our interview, a large truck with 34 billion gallons of water appeared on the street heading. Well, Lisa says it's the water isn't used for flushing lines that need testing before drinking. All notices are warning folks that if water comes out at all, it's not safe even with water.
Everybody's really frustrated. To be evacuated for 10 days and then to come home and have no water.
Green Valley Property says it may be 2 more weeks. Water is
every other day we go and fill our water.
That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. You got lucky that your house didn't burn down. In the midst of them fires that been happening in the midst of them fires, your house got saved. And then you go home, and guess what? You ain't got no water. The fire and burnt the water. That's why your house saved. Liz says she thinks something wrong with the president. He's getting worse and worse. Well, if we got to deal with 4 more years of them, we're going to be worse and worse. All right, so the Lakers won the championship. I guess they did it for Kobe. I don't know. Ain't LeBron James on the Lakers?
Pre-celebration turned violent in downtown LA. Businesses were damaged and dozens were arrested during the chaos. It's been a long day of cleanup in the aftermath of the destructive celebration.
Right, CBS 2's Lori Perez has a look at the damage left behind near Staples.
Like, what the? I mean, go vandalize your own neighborhood.
Downtown residents are not happy to find their neighborhoods tagged and torn apart after victory turned to vandalism following the Lakers' NBA title Sunday night. After a summer of protests, cleanup crews have become experts at damage control, and locals are trying to roll with it again.
In all sports,
whenever there's a championship, unfortunately, they celebrate by destroying.
Parts of downtown LA look less like a championship city and more like a war zone after crowds of fans tore through block after block around Staples Center behind a trail of graffiti and boarded up storefronts. More than 30 downtown businesses were damaged. There wasn't even supposed to be a gathering. Because of the pandemic, public health officials and Staples Center managers urged fans to celebrate at home. But for some, it was a moment that just had to be shared.
Excited to see the city go up in fireworks, and it was a really.
The problem is, after a string of those fireworks, donuts on the street, a small fire started on an MTA bus. Celebration turned to confrontation as LAPD asked fans to disperse. We were there as some started throwing cans and glass bottles at officers, and officers responded by shooting foam projectiles at the crowd. LAPD says 8 officers were hurt along with 3 fans. Police arrested and 76 people. Tonight, some are hoping more positive parts of the night linger beyond the troubling images.
Los Angeles, we pick up out there or something, we gotta do.
The celebration continues today. People stopping by Staples Center to take pictures. This time there are no plans for a parade or public celebration, again, because of the pandemic. At Staples Center, I'm Lori Perez, CBS.
So LeBron James did it again. It wasn't a full season, so his old legs really excelled. All right, check this out. I hope it ain't what I think it is. Uh-oh. What happened? I hit the wrong button? Hey, man. What happened? Gotta go back.
Public transportation. He's harassing this black woman. Gets up out of his seat. Tells her, "Leave, I'll kill you." Social distance. He's threatening her because he's not social distancing enough from him. There's another woman who is filming, and he threatens her also. Now, I don't know who this guy is. Don't know where the video is taken. I had to take a guess. I would say New York. In any event, whether he trying to find this dude and teach him some. We're going to have to start policing our own. We're going to have to drive out undesirables, uncivilized, those who cannot live amongst us and respect our people. We got to raise the same amount of hell we raise those outside of our community harm our people. He got to be dealt with. Now, I'll be the first one to contribute to GoFundMe, all you feed, whatever it is. And we have to make this something that we do all the time. We have to get used to this. This has to be a new way of life for us. We have to take care of those who take care of us. And we have to punish those who wreak havoc on our community. Doesn't matter what their income is. This is one of the things that's been holding us back collectively. We want to pick and choose. Oh, well, that's Ray Ray. We can't do Ray Ray like that. Oh, well, you know, he was just so. All of us have to be willing to sacrifice friends and family who get off code, who violate the code, who cross that line. We cannot afford to have people who are detrimental to our community, lay up in the community, operate in the community, make money in the community, lay their head in the community, live in the community, while simultaneously destroying the community. Can't do it. We can't afford to do it. Yeah.
He ain't show the video. Put that our last video. Let's go find some more. Hey, that's us right there. Oh, we got a new stimulus check update. So what's going on?
There's a bunch of hope.
Hit that like button.
Your second stimulus
Me and my
check
wife.
update. And in the last video, I asked you who you thought was going to win the presidential election and try to put aside whether you were a Democrat or Republican and just who you thought would win. Now I want to ask you, what do you think of Nancy Pelosi? Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, put that aside. What do you think of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, who's the leader of the Democrats? What do you think of Nancy Pelosi? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I think a lot of the reason why a lot of you don't like her, and including Democrats, is her all or nothing approach to the stimulus negotiations, where a lot of people are just asking, why don't they just pass everything they agree on, both the Democrats and the Republicans? Both sides already agree on a $1,200 stimulus check for dependents of at least $500. We've now started to see the White House throw around possibly having the check for dependents be more than $500, be $1,000. Okay, but both sides agree on stimulus checks. Both sides also agree on unemployment of at least $400 per week. The Republicans want $400 per week, and the Democrats want $600 per week.
Oh, no, we ain't got it yet. We ain't got it yet. Don't bore us today. I'm running my people out. Quote on video.
Well, police are trying to identify a suspect in a sexual assault case. It happened early Sunday morning in the West Village. A 20-year-old woman was walking near Barrow and Greenwich Streets when she was pushed from behind. After she fell to the ground, the suspect told her that he had a gun. He sexually abused her and fled. The victim was taken to Beth Israel Hospital for evaluation.
So you couldn't get none, huh? So you had to go. I don't understand. Four days ago.
Well, good morning to you. We are still awaiting an update on of the officer that was involved in all of this and what possibly led up. Crash had happened early this morning around 4:30. We can't show you where that squad car go off of the bridge and onto Kennedy Expressway here. Also took out a light pole on the way down, as well as a guardrail and fence. Again, we are still awaiting word on the condition of the officer that was involved, but it was a significant drop from the overpass. Now, the officer involved was able to dispatch soon after the crash. However, the officer is clearly disoriented and not able to tell the dispatcher where the accident took place. Dispatchers were able to locate the squad car, get help headed in that direction. Time traffic on the outbound Kennedy came to a standstill. It is moving now with outbound traffic forced off at Foster, then right back on, but it is very slow going. It took the ambulance a very long time to get to the officer due to the traffic. Here, a small portion of the conversation with the officer and dispatch just after the crash.
An ambulance, I'm showing you on Foster. I got out of the expressway, but I don't know. I know.
Tell that officer is disoriented after the crash. On major accidents, ISP, CPD, everyone is out here investigating, trying to figure out what happened, what may have caused the officer to go off the overpass again. Still waiting on word of the condition of the officer involved. Have also shut down the overpass here. They have it blocked on both sides here to keep people off of the overpass as they try to get traffic and moving once again.
Well, if what you say is true, I hope he streamed the positive message and topic that we had today. Wait a minute, let me make sure I can show this.
What's going on over there?
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Man. I love to show that. I can't show that. I don't know who that is. I don't know. I don't want to get flagged.
In the Buena Park area in Orange County, officers giving chase on the freeway and on surface streets, then some unusual moments. Suspect putting a sun visor over radically and in circles at very slow speed.
Front tire is almost completely gone after police deployed a spike strip. And at one point, he was unable to navigate a turn and slammed into a parked car. Here's how it all finally ended at Shearer Park in Long Beach. The driver going up over a curb, onto the sidewalk, and across the lawn. The truck, though, finally gave out. Officers surrounded the vehicle. Driver.
Why do they still do it? Why do they still? Why do they do it? You know you're not gonna get away. Why do you do it? I mean, I don't understand. Somebody named Danny G says, the guy from Bronxville is mad at me. What are you mad at me for? I didn't tell no lady I was gonna kill her. What is he mad at me for? What do I have to do with it? Stop starting stuff. You be all right.
One of the casualties of the blast fire is Napa Valley landmark, this 60-year-old Meadowwood building that houses the restaurant at Meadowwood, a Michelin 3-star culinary destination, has been destroyed. What is also a renowned baking destination, plays host to many important events. Joining us now during this time is the managing director of the Meadowwood estate, David Pierce. So sorry to see what has happened. Connecting with us because so many people here who care so much about Meadowwood. So thank you. What's been destroyed on the property? For we saw in the video that the restaurant lovingly ram that building. Tell us what has survived.
Right. Well, we just on the property for the first time afternoon, early this afternoon.
All right, the restaurant guy. I thought something good was happening. I thought something was on fire. We were gonna see some fire or something. That was whack. We already covered that because I like to have my stuff ready.
Amounts of black licorice at one time.
According to doctors in Massachusetts, a construction worker, bags of liquor every day, suddenly collapsed at a restaurant and died. Cause? Balance in nutrient levels.
Licorice, when consumed in large quantities, leads to a really low potassium level, which can lead to heart rhythm problems and lead to cardiac arrest.
Before his death, doctors say the 4-year-old switched from red licorice to black. Deadly difference came down to a compound called glycyrrhizin, sweetener used only for black licorice. Doctors acknowledge this man's death is. Dr. Neil Butala, who treated the man at the hospital, said some people small amounts of the add up over time.
Don't eat black licorice.
In smaller quantities, licorice can lead to slight increase in your blood pressure, which, if you have underlying high blood pressure, heart failure, or heart rhythm problems, can lead to long-term heart problems.
Glycyrrhizin can also be found in some teas, beers, and other soft candy. Popular tells ABC, all of our products are safe, formulated in compliance with all food. Confectionery should be in moderation and is part of a complete and balanced diet.
The exact amount of this compound isn't disclosed on packaging, but FDA as little as 2 ounces of black licorice every day for 2 weeks cause heart rhythm problems.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube.
Oh. My mother loved licorice, but she liked the red licorice. And I'm going to tell you, I was in the market. I was going to get some licorice. I haven't had licorice in years. If I would have got some licorice, I'd be in the hospital right now, or probably dead. Y'all know how scary that is. If I had got some licorice, I would be in the hospital. And I surely was thinking about it while I was at the market. I didn't want to hear y'all fuss me out about getting it. That's why I didn't get it. I'm glad I didn't. Pretty glad I didn't get it. If we got any more news stories. Ain't worth looking. That's 2 months ago. Why are you showing that? That'd have been something good to look at. It's just too bad it's old. That'd have been a great story. Mom shoots a carjacker. All right, let's go look at the fires.
Breaking news right now in Santa Rosa. Fire crews are on scene right now. You can see from this video they posted to Twitter earlier this morning. This is on San Miguel Avenue. The fire department says that this fire started just before 5 a.m. in one home, and then the flames spread to a neighboring house. Now, they said no further evacuations are needed. Not sure if there were people originally in any of those 2 houses, but nobody appears in danger. We're going to keep you posted on this. No word yet on the cause.
I thought it was from the natural fires, man. News is lame this morning. What about this? This looked a month ago. All right, 3 hours ago. Got a commercial. Get ready for it.
Story building in the Bronx. This is on College Avenue near East 170th Street. The FDNY says calls for the 2-alarm fire came in at around 3 this morning. We're told the building is abandoned and that fire is now under control.
That's it. All right, the news is lame. Let's go to CNN. Anything on CNN? News is looking lame today. We having some technical difficulties. Phone company having, not me. Let's try MSNBC. If they got any. Look like they ain't much. There y'all. Anybody got any links? Hurry back, Liz. Let's go ahead and check out our chats here. $44,067 cases of the deaths. 220,000. Look like we hit both of them. Can we go back to yesterday? Let me see. We got to do two. Because it's only 11 o'clock. 2,979 new cases in California. They lost 9 pieces. 3,737 new cases. They lost 50. Florida, 1,533. They lost 48. New York, 1,150. They lost 12. Georgia, 902. They lost 13. Illinois, 2,742. They lost 13. North Carolina, 1,276. They lost 3. Arizona, 475 new cases, no losses. New Jersey, the old number 2, down to number 9. And guess what? New Jersey held off Tennessee, y'all. They held them off. They held off Tennessee. Yes, they did. 2,990 to 217. The 217,682. They held them off. But New Jersey, 431 new cases today. They lost 1. Tennessee, 2,965 cases. They lost 7. Pennsylvania, 1,025. They lost 18. Louisiana, 60. They lost 14. Ohio, 1,459. They lost 5. Alabama, 734. And they lost 1. Virginia, 854. They lost 3. South Carolina, 649 new cases. They lost 7. Wisconsin, 1,956. They lost 9. Michigan, what up, though? They picked up 1,932. They lost 6. Missouri, they picked up 1,044 and they lost 1. Massachusetts picked up 760 new cases. They lost 13. Indiana, ooh-wee. Phoenix, Mahuka, 1,574 new cases in the state of Indiana. They lost 6. My Maryland, how I love my little state of Maryland. We picked up 504. We lost 4. I'm glad I'm not one of them, that's for sure. My little state of Maryland. Minnesota, 1,171. They lost 3. M-I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, humpback, I. Mississippi, 296 new cases, no deaths. Iowa, 510. They lost 14. Oklahoma, 797. they lost 6. Washington State, 911, they lost 2. Arkansas, 654, they lost 17. Utah, 988, they lost 5. Nevada, 569 new cases, they lost 3. Kentucky, 638, and they lost 1. Colorado, 576, they lost 3. Kansas, 1,764, they lost 10. Connecticut, 1,339, they lost 2. Nebraska, 457, they lost 3. Idaho, 597, they lost 3. Oregon, 205, no losses. New Mexico, 379, they lost 4. South Dakota, 361, they lost 2. North Dakota, 472, they lost 6. Rhode Island, gotta roll that off. Rhode Island, no stats. Delaware, 159, they lost 2. Montana, 423, they lost 2. West Virginia, 153, they lost 3. District of Columbia, 38, no losses. Hawaii, 42, no losses. Alaska, 191, no losses. New Hampshire, 65, no losses. Wyoming, 191 new cases, no losses. Maine, 29, no losses. Vermont, 8, no losses. Puerto Rico, 563, they lost 5. Guam, 181 new cases, they lost 2. No stats for the Virgin Islands, no stats for the Mariana Islands, no stats for the U.S. military. Veteran Affairs, 270, they lost 4. No stats for the federal prison. Navajo Nation, 53, and they lost 6. So, 8,037,789 total cases of the CV that we know of. Cases yesterday, 45,791. New deaths, 316. 316 people died yesterday. Y'all see that? We ain't crossed the $8 million mark, and we had 220,000 dead. 220,000 dead. Does anybody care? Does anybody even care? Asking the question, does anybody even care? Are them people just numbers? How am I not seeing it? I thought I had a name I wouldn't forget. There it is. All right. Let's play a song. Break the monotony. I'm sorry, y'all. It was last fall when I first saw you. To get your information and your number, it was something I had to do. eyes was so full of life. I said, I gotta make that lady my darn wife. And I walked up to you and asked you your name. No punchline, I wasn't playing no games. Wasn't worrying about whether or not I had swag. I wanted you to know that I'm dead serious, we not playing no gags. I want you. Do you want me? 4 children, 2 boys and a girl. I will make you feel like the best woman in the world. I want to see you smile every day while you hold my first child. Anyway, I'll do whatever it takes. No excuses I'll make. I'll be the best husband, best friend, best lover. No other man will treat you better. If you go out into the world, you'll discover that I am the man for you. Yes, I am. No one could take my place. I'm gonna win every contest. I'm gonna win every race as I try to win your love. You're the only woman I'm thinking of. I want us to be together for an eternity, just you and me. Can't you see it could be so lovely? You and I walking hand in hand. I'd be proud to be your man. Don't you understand? We can have it all, never take a fall, never have a stall. You'll be the only woman I'll call while I'm away at work. I won't embarrass you in public or your family. I won't be a jerk. Never call you out your name. Always treat you the same. I want you to be my children's mother, and I'll never put you in front of another. It could be me and you. See that, y'all? I just did a whole song off the top of my head. I have no idea what I said. It just came on my mouth. Did it make sense? You said I must be tired. That first song sucked. Let's take a little chancey chance. Let's take a chance for some romance. Can't you see it can be you and me forever together? I can't sing, but God done it. I can come up with some words. We already seen that. But they ain't got nothing new up here. Oh, this is sick. Let's see who doing it. That don't make no dang sense. That don't make no sense. Person, that is ridiculous. And he's smart enough to buy all that stuff and ain't smart enough to get rid of it. Why would he bring the weapons that he used back into his own house, knowing they got he don't watch the forensic files? People who think they're so smart usually are pretty dumb. That's just ridiculous. And they're going to try and blame it on a black man.
Like, if you grow up as a white girl,
Yes.
and you get attention, in my experience and all the other white girls that I know, we don't think that getting attention from black guys gives you a status of some sort. If you get attention from the white guys, you do have the status more than if you get attention from black guys.
As a man, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with that.
Well, as a woman who gets attention and who grew up in a white culture more than a black culture, I'm going to tell you that getting attention from black guys is not a badge of honor if you're white.
Okay.
And I'm white.
You are white.
Yes. Now, if a white girl gets attention from a white guy, that's more valuable in white culture than if she gets attention.
And my only call, who gives a damn?
A man is in jail.
You ain't talking about nothing. That's my opinion. That to yourself. Man. Hope we don't get flagged for this.
So when did y'all start sleeping around? That is weird. It's weird that you just came out just to tell me this shit. I don't understand that. Why you told me that? That's sick as fuck though. That's crazy. Yeah, I got a 9-year-old sister and you sleeping with one. That's crazy. Now I'm looking at how men really be moving on. Okay, that shit weird.
This man admitted to this woman that he had sex with a 8-year-old child. And she's still sitting there with him. He got out of my car. I got out of his. Uh-oh. Check this out.
Look, you're not.
Taser! Taser!
Yeah, right. That man said that don't faze me. He better be lucky he in the UK. But these cowards over here would have pulled the gun out and just shot you.
Told you.
He looked crazy.
Go. Get away. Get away. Let go. Let me off. Stop. Get away from me. That was it. What's wrong with you? Leave him alone. Get back on
He can't get up. I got knocked down. I can't get up.
Talk to my partner. You know that. Away from him. Get away from him. I'm recording you right now. Stop it. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. I'll call the police.
No. Put the camera down and fight now. Put the camera down. Put it. Give him a good kick in the ribs.
What's wrong with you?
He punched you in your face, man.
Leave him alone. Get back on calling the police. You want to talk to my partner. Press charges against her. I hope you know that.
Oh man, I ain't know what to say about that. All right, Liz, send us a link. Copy link address. Can I just send it from right here? You know, they didn't say all that, but I passed this several times. It didn't say all that. I would have played it. Thank you, Liz. It didn't say all that. I definitely would have played it. All right, she sent two of them.
John Grisham's greatest courtroom.
Man, commercial. You didn't hesitate. What?
What happened? You went to the I guess.
Yes, thank you for having me. It was an evening I didn't expect. I made a run to pick up the golden cubes that were their last day on sale.
We had a problem with CNN today. That's why I've been avoiding it.
And I'm in line to pay. Just waiting for my turn, and this has to.
All right, I'll just read it. I don't know what's wrong with CNN today. We ain't gonna cry about it. The wife of Pennsylvania's lieutenant governor alleges she was assaulted with a racial slur while grocery shopping this week. Giselle Barreto Fetterman, who was married to Pennsylvania Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman, told CNN the incident happened Sunday evening. In a 2-second video Fetterman posted on her Twitter account, a white woman is seen lowering her mask and saying, "You're an N," through Fetterman's open car window and then walking away. Fetterman was born in Brazil. Both Fetterman and the state governor pointed to the incident as an example of the increasing divisions in the United States, particularly as the country continues to grapple with racism and xenophobia after a summer of escalated tensions regarding the deaths of black Americans in the United States. CNN has not identified the woman in the video, but Fetterman told CNN that she had run into the store to pick up some golden kiwis when the woman started harassing her while she was in line to pay. A woman walks past me and stops and looks at me and then says, "Us. There's that N-word that Fetterman married." And she said, "You don't belong here." And she called me a thief and uttered some ramblings. And she kept walking, went to the other aisle, came back, and said a few more things, Fetterman said. In an appearance on CNN New Day on Tuesday, Fetterman said the moment reminded her of the fear she felt during the 10 years her family lived undocumented in the U.S. where she was a young girl and knock on the door could mean deportation. Even though I'm 38, I'm second lady, and I have a family and a career, I was immediately again a scared 9-year-old, undocumented little girl in that grocery line, he told CNN's John Berman. The woman then approached Fetterman while she was backing out of her parking space, Fetterman told CNN. The woman came out the store without groceries, just her purse, started yelling. I was still kind of crying and shaking. And that's when I was able to record the final few seconds of a tirade as I drove off. So as you can see in the video, my car is actually moving. I was trying to leave where I was. The woman seemed happy when Fetterman started filming her, she told CNN's Berman. She didn't hide from it, Fetterman said. I think people are more comfortable now being so bold in their bigotry or their hatred. Fetterman went to the store without her security detail of Pennsylvania state troopers, which she said she apologized for. She was able to take a photograph of the woman's license plate, which she gave to her security detail. CNN reached out to the Pennsylvania State Police and Forest Hills Police, where the store was located, for additional information, but not see the reply. CNN also reached out to the corporate arm of the store where she was shopping. The incident took place at the Forest Hills Aldi's location, the chain confirmed. In a statement, Aldi criticized the woman's actions and said she is no longer welcome to shop at its stores. We must stand together against racism in America. We absolutely cannot tolerate harassment, discrimination, or mistreatment by customers or employees. We condemn it in all forms, according to the grocery chain statement. We are reaching out to the Second Lady to reiterate our stance and ensure she feels safe and welcome in our stores anytime. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf condemned the incident on Monday in a statement, calling it shameful and unacceptable. Racism and hate speech are always unacceptable and unworthy of Pennsylvanians. No Pennsylvanian should ever be made to feel unwelcome in our Commonwealth because of their race or ethnicity. Sal Fetterman spent much of her time devoted to making our state and the world a better place. She and every Pennsylvanian deserves our respect, not hatred too often displayed by people who seek only to further divide this country at a time when unity is so desperately needed. All right. So, the Second Lady. Not even the Second Lady of Pennsylvania is safe. They're going to get you. All right, nobody said nothing in the chat. All right, this is from Liz also. Take a looky. I can't do nothing with it. Now, subscribe to continue reading. I'm not subscribing. Sorry. Uh-oh, here we go. Well, we don't need the music. We don't need the music. Do that. Oh, man. I got right in her face. You spit on somebody and they punch you in your mouth, you ain't gonna get them to do nothing? Why did you spit on him then? Why did you spit on him? If you can't fight, why would you spit on somebody? That's the nasty thing you can do. Spit on somebody. What the heck? What happened?
Hello, can I help you? I want to talk to you. This is Zelda. I want to show you something. I'm sorry, I can't come to the door right now. Get out to neighborhood bylaws. It's section 5.20. No signs shall be in the yard. If you don't take this Harris Biden shit down, I will sue you. And I was going to have you sell my house, but that's not going to happen now, and you're going to lose a lot of business because of this crap. You get out your neighborhood association bylaws, section 5.20.
That's an old drunk. I'm gonna show you. What?
Awesome, right? What do you want? Perfect.
Remember. Hey, you alright? Look.
It's the wrong color. You got the wrong color. I want
Nothing, right? You're kidding, right? Take it back. It's $175,000.
Really? 175 and you don't want it? It's the wrong color? Nah, you gotta get it out of there. Uh-oh.
Hey, come here.
Right? Stop hitting the lady. No, it's not out of here. Stop hitting the lady. Okay? Stop hitting the lady. Right? You hurting her. I'm watching you pulling her hair. Pulling her hair and you beating on her. No. Back up, bro. I'm telling you. Back up. Back up. One chance to go what? So back up. Back up and sit down. So what? But you beating on it. You want to stop. And she asking for help. So I'm going to ask you sit down one more time. Because I'm going to stop recording and I'm going to bust your shit. So sit down. Nah, sit down, bro. Sit down. No, I'm telling you, see this old lady? I want y'all to see this old lady's face. Because when I knock this man out and I get in trouble, I want the witness to see. Look how old this lady is. He's pulling on this lady here and he's punching on this lady in her face. How would you feel if somebody do that to you? How would you feel? How would you feel? How you feel now? How you feel? How you feel? Leave the lady alone. Leave the lady alone. You're not going to put your hands on no lady in front of me. All right? You good? You straight now? You straight? You sure? Sure. You sure? You telling me to back off? You gonna put your hands on this lady again? You sure? Because you were just pulling her fucking hair like you stupid, bro. I got a mother. I got sisters. I got daughters. And I watched you for about 10 minutes, bro. I watched you smack her face like 3 times while I was trying to sleep back there. You think I'm going to let you do this to this elder? You stupid. Watch your mind. It's not happening on my time, bro. It's not happening. Now you calm down. You remember that. You value this woman. You protect this woman. You remember that. You saying this your woman? You care for your woman. You don't beat on your woman in the street. That was my problem.
You said poor thing, the man or the woman?
I lost my women. Hope you learned your fucking lesson tonight.
What happened to all that mouth? What happened to all that mouth? Uh-oh, we got another Karen.
Ryan, you can't talk to people like that and think that people are just gonna like do whatever you say. I know, and I am running a full-blown business and I'm training.
All right, y'all, hold on a second. Let me go on the menu. Go down. Let me turn this setting off. Because this sounds different. Everything is exaggerated with the surround on the TV. Probably too much. We already got surround sound coming out the computer. Maybe it's interfering. So let's try it now. See what happens.
Wait, really? Honestly, Robin, if you don't want to hear me out and like get to the resolution of this, you can have your color on. Are you gonna fucking hit me? Robin, get the fuck out. Robin, do not cause a scene in my business. You just almost just hit me, and you know what? It's on camera. Robin, you didn't? Oh, get out. Okay, let me get this one. Oh my god. You, Robin, that was fucking disgusting. Maybe race product. Come on. You're gonna let me go. You know what? Get a shirt on. Look how you just spoke to me and like she just saw that. Robin, I'm just having. I apologize. I'm having a lot of stress in my life. Robin, that was a lot, Robin. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Robin. Please. No, Robin. Robin, not please. Like, come on, Robin. I need you to go. We're gonna have to reschedule. I'm sorry. That like you are me shaking. Like I've never had someone do that to me. I can't. But you should think about that before you are disrespectful. That was like wild, Robin. Like, I've never had that. Okay, fine. No, Robin, let's just deal with this later. Like, I just need you to go. Like, that was super disrespectful. Like, I can't even believe you talking like that. Like, I really took care of you when no one in the other salon wanted to do your hair. I wanted to do your hair, and we created a bond. And you just how do I get this out? You're so bullshit. You can't disrespect people and expect people to do services for you. This is a service. It's not like the bank. You know what I mean? Like, I understand your situation with the bank, but you can't come in here in my business and make it like... I have a lot of pressure from my daughter. You know what? I have a lot of pressure, too. We all have pressure. I know. Here, Robin, honestly, I appreciate you. Like, I'm wasting so much product, and, like, I don't want you to waste your time, but that was a lot. Like, I'm going to need you to go there.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Wish I hadn't shown that. That was a waste of our time. I don't know where he at. Risking his life to deliver whatever he gonna deliver. He risking his life. Man. Uh-oh. That woman is that man's husband. He trying to marry another woman. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, at least she hit her with the gun. She ain't shoot her. Come on, get the camera work, man. Yeah, look. Oh, you got to see what? Oh, I don't want to get X-rated here. That man can't keep his drawers up. That man can't keep his drawers up. We can't do that. What? All right, I had enough. I'm on back. I'm tired. Alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a blessed and productive day. Y'all have a great night. A great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. As Nadia would say, I'll see you soon. As I say, I'll see you later on. But I'm gonna go lay back down. Y'all have a great one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace, and we out. Thanks, Liz. I think Nadia was here. And whoever that person was, thanks for chatting.